Hey, welcome to a video of Cool Costume. It's been, I would say, exactly a year ago that I post any new videos. Not just because I have lost interest in doing this. It's really because I have actually switched job to a much higher paying job, and that job itself has actually taken most of my time in doing any hobby. So that's why I took a year off. Plus, my kids have grown up. They actually have little interest in wearing armor. That's why I decided to quit for a year, and plus I have nothing to show on YouTube. That's why I haven't posted any videos. Regardless, I have decided to show you, actually post this video, because I think it's for the reason one, to show you what I have so far and what I decide to do with this. Second is to answer some of the questions that I have received, but I'll answer the second item first. Well, first off, I have received a number of emails or questions if I plan to take any commissions, do any jobs in making armor, but I can tell you that right now I do not take any commissions or any jobs. One, because doing any armor, any costume does take a lot of time, and usually the requests I receive, they ask really low price item. So for example, a couple $100 just to do a full costume. That's impossible. First of all, it would take about $1,000 or $1,500 to do a full costume. So my job itself pays well, so I have really no incentive to take any jobs to make any armor. Second question is that, do I plan to sell any of these helmets right here? Okay, these are full helmet that I completed. The answer is I have no intention to sell any of these helmets. Like I said, I have no incentive really to make any armor. The same reason I have no incentive to sell these these helmets, because what do I get? Maybe $150 for each, or maybe $300. I mean, the work that I put in, it's just a lot, and just a couple $100 just for a helmet is just not enough at all. That's why I decided to keep all these helmets. So these are usually some of the questions that I receive. Now let's move on to the video and show you what I have here, and then just to give you a kind of an update of what I have so far and what I plan to do with these helmets. Like I said, these helmets are not for sale. Starting with the this particular helmet, this is not wearable. Okay, this is the Locus Helmet. I actually intended to make this wearable, but kind of lost interest, because it is quite difficult to make, and to make it this wearable, it's going to take a lot of efforts, and usually I'm not gonna get a lot of good price on helmet like this. Okay, next is this helmet, which I finished with my son last year, the EOD. I actually like this helmet because it really fits my son really well. It kind of look good as well. So if you want to watch some of the videos that I did on how I made this, there are some videos posted on my channel. Please go ahead and click on them. Next is the Warrior. So this is a couple years ago. This was one of my first attempt to make a Halo 4 helmet. I am quite happy with this helmet, and it looks really good as well. This fits a 8-year-old, and this about it's 8 or 6 years old, so it's not an adult size. So if you want me to ask me about the price of this, I can tell you that they are not for adults, for kids. Moving on, this actually Titanfall helmet. I'm very happy with this helmet. I did put a lot of time in making a mold. So this is a mold, an actual copy, and I finished it off. So let me just twist it around. This is an actual adult size helmet, and it came out pretty good, and I sold a number of these helmets, and you can actually see some of this on the Google. If you search for Google, look for Halo not Halo, Titanfall. You can actually look this up. My signature helmet on this one is actually has 2 bars on the back. So if you see 2 bars on the back, you know that it's my helmet from CoolCostume. Okay, some people, I know a couple of the videos, photos I saw, they said that they made it. I know it's mine because I see the bar on the back and I see how this is curved. Okay, let's move on. This is my first attempt at making the Master Chief. Oh, by the way, I did have the Master Chief, the old Master Chief Halo 3. I gave it to my cousin, my nephew. He broke it, so it's no longer in my collection. Anyway, moving on. This is my first attempt at the Master Chief helmet. I actually wasn't really too happy because this is not the best one that I made. I kind of rushed it. This is not even game accurate at all. So went ahead and took another copy and make it more game accurate. Yeah, it looks pretty good, but still not the best. My son wore it, and you've seen some of the videos and photos that I posted. So this is a lot more game accurate, but not my best. But like I said, not for sale. Intend to keep the helmet around for years. Who knows? Okay. I think these are some of the computer helmets that I did. Yeah. No more. Never had the time. So let's move on to some of the copies that I made. This is the Mother Mold helmet, Titanfall, Militia. As you can see, if you check out my videos, actually I broke this helmet. I dropped it and it kind of broke, so now this becomes useless. I can't even make any more copies. So this is kind of sad in a way. Out of the copies that I made, I only have one left, which is here. Okay, I'm sorry about the brightness. This particular one is flawed, to say the least. I want to keep it. I was going to make this into wearable as well, make it into a more Patriot helmet, but never got around to it. And it's been a year. I've been kicking myself over it and not be able to make anything out of this. Okay, let's move on a little bit. So right over here is a helmet that I bought online. Actually from someone on Facebook. Okay, I never get the chance to finish it. This particular helmet, yes, it looks great, but it has tons of flaws. It requires a lot of work. Look here, the lines, all these lines. This is not one of the best that I've seen. I want to finish it, but couldn't. Just too much work. I just leave it as is. All right. I have also 2 flawed helmets from Master Chief. This is my copy. This thing is so flawed, forget it. I can't even use this. Next, this one is also flawed as well. I was going to make this a more game accurate. Trying to redo it, but just too much work. Forget it. I'm not gonna do it. Next, my intention is to make a Stormtrooper. This particular helmet was actually started, but I noticed that this thing is humongous. So even if I made it, I can't even wear it. It's so big. It looks like it's a giant. So kind of drop it as is. Not moving on. Next, I have this. Was going to finish it, but I seen around just not many interest at all in having this helmet. I don't want to spend any more time making this even wearable or sellable. That's why I just keep it as is for collection. And finally, the Stormtrooper. Yeah, I did not make this actually. I actually bought this from Target. It's actually very game accurate, or actually movie accurate. It's actually quite perfect, to say the least. Of course, you know, I'm not gonna wear it yet. I plan to make this even better by finishing it up a little more, make it much more accurate to the movie. Like for example here, they should have a lips on the bottom. It's not here. This is actually only $25, I believe. So for the price, you can get a really decent helmet. And of course you want to make it even better. So that's that. Let me step back and let you see what I have. Okay, so this is what I have so far, and these are all my collections. Some of them are wearable, some not. None of them are even can be sold. So tough, right? Anyway, that's it for now. This is Cool Costume signing off. Hopefully in the near future I will post some videos and when I start picking up the hobby again, but for now that's that from me. I may put some other videos other than costumes, who knows. So keep on watching. Cool Costume signing off. Thank you.